Hello, hello, ladies and gelatins. Welcome to a brand new game all over again. So, yeah, we're going to be trying this. I've heard good things, and I am going in totally blind, so this might be a bad place to put myself. If I might have my chat in a bad place, but don't worry. I'm sure we can just do the whole woogity woo and make things good again. All right. So, let's have I checked audio? I mean, no, I haven't checked audio balance, but I'm honestly just kind of assuming it's about the same as Slay the Princess, but I'll keep kind of a general eye on it here on the left. Because, yeah. Had a problem with audio balance so fast. Well, what was the problem? That the game was really loud or just like... Because, like, what do you mean by audio balance? Because the only thing I can really balance is my voice and the game. Like, I can mess with this, but I kind of just have to assume that it is what it is. Voice acting being okay, but what does that mean? Was it too loud or too soft? That's what balance is. How would I know which what to... Well, yeah, exactly. Definitely tell me if things is too loud or if things is too soft, but I can also see, luckily, on the bottom how loud things are getting. So basically, like, for the most part, the audio has a limit of how loud it can get. Like, and nothing can ever be louder than my voice, so we'll go from there. Honestly, if, like, my voice isn't too loud, then the game voices shouldn't be able to be too loud either. So, new game, new stuff, made on stolen ground. Okay. I don't even want to attempt to pronounce all of those people. Oh my god, that's very true. That's very valid and true. Native Americans and all these different tribes of completely different people. Yep, that's valid. I don't know where those nations are. I don't know where this game was made, but yeah, I guess it's a thing. Okay, I see I'm where some stuff is, but we'll see if buttons will usually be here or not. Act 1.
"4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
Hello, Glutega, welcome.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
Maybe we should
We
try
should
that.
consider that. We could be the Naked Band, coming soon to a really private auditorium near you.
Yes, the
You
snark.
know, somehow I believe you'd actually do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard no. Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
I have no idea how I feel, so I guess I'm going to assume is I'm okay.
Fine, Freddie. I'm really okay.
Yeah? You don't seem okay.
Well, I guess I just thought this would be easier, you know? How did I even get here?
I know. It's okay, Grace. I'm right here with you.
Music is your life, Freddie. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home.
I'm already liking the vibes. We got snark, we got chill. You can see how the characters are interacting with each other already. They already have a pre-established relationship that we're exploring.
Like a boat
There's the song.
lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
She's like the opposite of her in terms of like vibe and color.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And yes, I love the comic book style of everything, and I think making the animation limited makes it feel even more like a comic because each moment, each frame is like literally meant to be like that moment framed, like picture framed. So it's really cool. All right, let's hear it.
Did you bring an instrument or some music?
I kinda bring my music wherever I go.
All right. Well,
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through?
like a boat lost at sea,
Though I'm about to
with no
rest,
sails, not a
you
breeze.
still have your life ahead.
I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Ooh, choose a trait. Try to do the right thing. Everyone likes her. Ooh, okay. Oh no. All of these are cool. You're smarter and witty. We're probably not gonna go sneaky. Like, sneaky is fun usually, but at the same time, I know I'm probably this is the second hearted choice in the oh boy. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go with kick-ass because that's the kind of mood I want to be in. I don't want to just be soft. I want to be the kick-ass. Did I click it right? I think so.
Maybe if I paddle hard enough, I'll fight the waves, try to be tough. Can I belong to the sea?
Everything's red now.
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Oh, see. Oh, okay. So basically some of the choices are taken away from you. You aren't here to audition. Just, okay. I'm glad you did.
Glad you did. That was... I've never experienced anything like that before.
She a
I'd be
fae?
surprised if you had.
What was that? It felt like... the music was everywhere, like it was coming from inside me.
That is where music
It
comes
always
from. when you
has,
sing.
Grace. Just as it was when I walked in. May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
We don't know this stranger who came out of nowhere and felt absolutely nothing about it. Joke about it's not the right answer here. Let's just be honest.
It would sound stupid.
I don't even know the
Try
answer,
me.
so I want to know.
Well... I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Those are good questions to ask. I should go.
Okay, all right, thank you. I'll try moving it there.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
Okay, so we ran into a random fae folk. That's what I'm going with. Oh, thank you for the hail hydrate. Hydrating is very important if you are singing also. I won't be singing. But you know, just kind of a general fact. I'm doing good, thanks. How about you?
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
Oh,
I didn't know where else.
how did she know where
I'm
you
so
lived?
sorry, Grace.
D- you know, this is not the first question to ask, though it's the first question in my head. We're gonna go with a what happens.
What happened? Who did this?
It doesn't matter now.
It kind of
I
does.
didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
You didn't know where else
What
to
do you
go,
mean?
but you came.
Hey! Calliope! Please? Please, come on.
Oh. There's a glowy out. It's fae folk.
What is
But
that?
this is called Stray Gods, so. powers. Magic. I'm in. Listen, I was already in with the singing, but you had powers. It's already like Jellycat must play. You should add more gold to your outfit then too.
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Yeah, we're gonna go with who are you?
Hold on. Who are you? How did you get here?
Through the door? I mean, geez, how did you get here? She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the chorus is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
The chorus? No. You're gonna explain this now. Oh,
You're
I
gonna
didn't
tell me
know
what's
it was
going
gonna
on
be that
right
spicy.
now.
Whoa.
Who are you? How did you get here? What is happening?
All right, jeez. Let me go. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right?
How do you kill a
With me so
god?
far?
Why did the god die?
Let's go.
I have so many more questions. It's an office building. Of course it is. I guess I thought the gods thing was a metaphor. Now I see it's clearly not.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
Idol.
No, wait.
Okay.
Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything.
Gold, you're probably
Okay.
right. You're probably right. It was probably the mortal vessel
back.
that was holding the god. And maybe the
Okay.
concept of a god is like passed down.
I'll
Because like
just wait here and not touch anything.
all right, I'm already coming up with ideas. The concept of a god, like God being a concept and not a personality, but something that takes on the personalities of people who embody that concept. Basically, becoming a chosen is a thing. And like, but in this world, basically, it's like embodying a god or having a god embody you representing a thing. Guess we're gonna find out. Oh man, don't eat stuff in the underworld. Don't do that. The burb is watching, always watching.
Our beloved sister, the last of the muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
My, you have had quite the day, haven't you?
I love everyone's designs so much. Okay, is Calliope is really dead?
So Calliope is really dead. Even if she's a
God?
yeah, a god.
Yes, we call it passing on, but yes, sadly, it happens even to us.
Oh, because you literally
Allow
get
me
passed
to
on
introduce myself.
to someone else.
I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
Okay, so gods are real?
Gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just.
Stories, myths, legends.
If you're real, you'd be all powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or.
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
And you live here.
Right, and you live here, not in some city in Europe or a.
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi. We move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television! I do what I must.
I mean, I believe it. But I'm guessing this is an explore type of thing where, like, you see this, you'll get more information. I need more information right now. I have no information, and I need more.
You expect me to believe that gods, idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to make you believe anything. Not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
Okay, so I'm a god
Wait,
now.
you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing
So
that
if you
came
can
out of
propagate,
that
why
went
are
into
there
me.
less of you?
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
So what? I didn't kill Calliope. Okay, like hell I do.
You don't have that right. What, you think I'm just gonna stand here and...
Grace, please stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop. Who do you think you are, threatening me like that?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
But... it isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
We
should...
should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
Yes, no trial.
This isn't justice!
Ooh, we're gonna sing now.
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen.
So what powers do you guys have?
You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that
You must know
us.
I didn't do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone. Now that she's gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. You'll have to see the chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Nice. Apollo's like, this girl does not know what's
Did
going
I
on. There's no way she gets
Hear
this.
that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her?
And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her Eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
Athena doesn't seem amused in general. Let's find the actual truth. It's true, because if you kill me, like an actual for real god murderer is going around, and not only that, but like literally you just made, you finished the job for them. You would have actually killed Calliope, and now there's even one less of you to fight this for real god murderer.
There has to be some way to find the truth. Aren't you gods? Couldn't a god, I don't know...
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
I vote yes.
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Fine.
And there we have it.
Okay, so everyone's just chill now?
Have what? What just happened? Am I free? Do I get my day in court?
Yes, you shall. You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
Oh, it's a
What
mystery.
happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
Will do. Okay, so how do I find the killer?
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
I knew you were
Wow.
gonna say that. How did I know you were gonna say that?
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another
police.
idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer, if they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
See, now they're offering me a cookie so I can have one. Oh no, they're not gonna let me take the cookie. Okay, all right. Quick thing. I guess, I don't know if this is a loading screen or I have to click on something. I have to click on something. Okay, quick thing. So apparently it's surprise Ace Attorney. We have to figure it out ourselves. I have like a logic problem with the fact that, like, first of all, they're just like, yeah, no, we're just have to kill you. Same thing I said before, where they would just be finishing the job of the actual god killer. Second point, okay, my job is on my own to find out what really happened, and no one's gonna help me, blah, blah, blah. Now, either this is because they're also afraid of running into a possible god killer that they're basically just like possibly sacrifice me. They're like, well, either she'll figure out who the real killer is, and then she'll get killed for reals and we won't help her, or no one else will help her, and then that'll just be it. Or I guess like the other option is they really seriously think that like this is somehow like, but what if I was the real killer? Like, wouldn't it be easier if I was completely on my own to be like, yeah, it was definitely this person. I found a scapegoat. It would be easier if I'm on my own and no one's checking me. Hold on, I have to sneeze. So yeah, basically, I feel like their logic on this is just really bad. So for all the evolving they've done over the years, they clearly haven't. All right, here we go. Let's continue. We need ourselves another Phoenix and Edgeworth. There will be perhaps other gay attention. We shall see.
Grace? Grace!
Hi.
Hi! 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you.
I have good friends.
What? Did something happen to you?
We can't tell her. We can't tell her. We can't tell her, but we also can't lie to her because she'll know that we lied to her. If we tell her the truth, we're gonna get in trouble, but also she won't believe us. So I guess we're just gonna talk about the body.
At home, there wasn't a body here? No blood or anything?
A body? What do you mean, like a dead body?
Yeah. A woman named Calliope. She showed up and she was...
You were gone all night.
Oh yeah, she just blows it off. Okay.
Why did you answer your phone? I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you know, you can say it's none of your business, Freddie.
It was not a hookup.
It was definitely not a hookup. I'm allowed to say that much, I think.
Allowed to say? Like you're a secret spy? Have you been a secret spy this whole time? Because if you have, that's pretty cool.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Great question.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's
so our
crazy,
friends can
right?
know, I guess.
As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that.
He's not part of the chorus, though.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
So was like the chorus basically the homeowners association type of thing? I actually want to know, like, are we allowed to do this? Is there going to be some rules situation we're going to deal with? Because that's what I would do. Like, literally, if I was role-playing this on a tabletop, I'm like, is there, like, a rules thing I need to worry about? Like, are they going to come, like, behead me for not following their rules?
So we can just talk about this in front of Freddie.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what? Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm going to regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddie.
Confetti cannon.
Have a seat.
Great timing.
Let's talk.
Let's talk about surprise godhood. Of course, it's probably left. Oh, the lesser gods. Pfft.
Huh. That's it?
When was Calliope a greater god?
I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
I had proof.
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
Oh, it's so wholesome. This is so wholesome. Oh my god, yes. Let's talk about gay. I mean, guys. Yes. Aw, you are the best.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh, yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
Yeah, actually, they kind of implied that Calliope was like, but maybe you're right. Maybe Calliope was just one of the, because Calliope's a muse, so it would make no sense otherwise. But I guess maybe it's just like, okay, so we care about every single idol that does, but here's what's left of like the big boys, the big boy club. So, but yeah, oh yeah, so I do kind of a question, like, because it's sort of a mechanics question. I wasn't sure about like, so the hearts, I mean, I don't want a full explanation on the romance system or whatever, but like, is clicking on the heart guaranteed romancy? Oh, also, I see that putting the chat here does actually cover like one of the options for reading the chat. So the heart is not exclusively romantic. It could be platonic heart too, because I kind of just want to be like, yo, I want to show my friend platonic like hearts because I send hearts to my friends, you know? I don't know if I guess it only covers some of these sometimes. It doesn't cover up the dialogue option like too terribly, does it? So it's currently technically readable. Okay, well, let's start there. How do you know about
really
me?
Convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
Tell me how to use little birds.
Tell you, Grace.
Unless it's
There's
Twitter.
not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
It's not the charming marker because the charming marker would have been green. That was one of the traits you can choose. So I guess, yeah, it didn't seem flirty to me at all either. That's why I'm just like, we'll see. Why so suspicious, Freddy?
Don't you think you're being a little suspicious, Freddy?
I don't know. Maybe things work differently among these... What are you again?
Idols, darling. Beings of worship, adoration, prowess.
Okay, right. Maybe it's different for idols, but when things are a little too convenient, it's worth questioning. Especially when they show up like a salesman in a cheap suit.
I'll have you know there's nothing cheap about this suit.
And kinda hot. Pan obviously hot. There's a lot of hot people already in this game. Like they knew what they were doing. They made a lot of hot people. Like a lot. Like even just like Calliope's style was just like banging. Even our main character, like she's great. Exactly, Greek gods. Like it makes perfect sense. Okay, hearts can be flirty, but not exclusively. Super, super good to know. Thank you. Basically, that's like what I was getting from the vibe, but I wanted to make sure that like it wasn't magically like, oh, if you click the hearts, you're gonna end up in a super accidental romance until it's like obvious from the dialogue. Perfect.
So you're here purely for my sake then? Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity cases.
But you're not, are you? Pan was the god of lust and mischief. Doesn't sound too charitable to me.
Ah, yes. The old tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy.
Exactly.
Pay them no mind.
Right? Straight up, I don't want to end up in a Gale situation where it's like surprise magic and also suddenly it's like, I thought we had something going for us. I'm like, what? I did what? No, it's even more interesting when it happened with Lae'zel. It's like basically Lae'zel leave. All right, so the best way to romance Lae'zel apparently, or the quickest way, was just leave Lae'zel in camp, barely talk to Lae'zel, only bring Lae'zel out for Lae'zel things, and then suddenly she's like, I want you. And you're like, whoa, I'm literally already in a relationship. It's Act 2. Where is this coming from? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a bug somehow, but still. They patched Lae'zel's speedrun up, thank goodness, because like, from what I've heard, Lae'zel's romance is actually really interesting and it gets quite deep later on, but like, that was just like a whoa. They patched it back in after 2. Of course they did. Okay. All right, so how do I know you're not the killer?
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
I will accept it because no one else is helping me, okay? But tell me what's in it for you, though.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
Okay, perfect. I can decide. Thank you, Kira. This is exactly what I needed to know because I'm exactly that person. I'm just like, yay! Like, I love sending a little flirty hearts out to everyone, and then at the last minute being like, okay, fine. Now I have to decide. No, flirt with everyone. Flirt with all characters.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers?
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
The chorus started singing.
When I was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
And yeah, that was you.
That's some cool powers.
How does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel...
powerful.
Ooh.
Grace, you know that you're lost now.
I mean, he is managing to pull off goat eyes, which is great.
You don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait. No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not?
Try to roll with it.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad? Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I don't follow.
Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow.
I know.
Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
Song.
So sorry.
sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. Like I know that I'm in full control, 'cause the words and the tunes I feel here in my soul. If this is a power, I'm not overthinking it. If this was a drink, I'd be drinking it. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the goat said, this is my time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Grace, nothing makes sense here. And won't the carpet be covered in fleece? And you said someone died here. Shouldn't we then just call the police?
Can we all loosen up now? Remember, this madness is happening to me. This music makes sense to me somehow. But pulling me round is not what I need.
Is that gonna be here all the time?
How dare you? You don't know me.
If she has to be, pass me some wine.
Grace, is this how you let strangers speak to me?
Freddie looks out for me, always been my friend. You're a bipedal something. What are you again?
I'm the guy who can help you along.
I'm the girl who can help sing her song, 'cause it's
My time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Well, go on then. Shine.
I can do whatever I want.
Well, you can't stop time, so...
Grace, I'm frightened.
It's okay, I think I got this. I never knew I had that in me. That said, I'll never do that again.
Grace, you're starting to comprehend. Let me show you more, or show me the door.
Good idea. I just sang soprano.
The showing of the door part.
My body's shivering, blood is thickening, skin is shimmering. You guys are bickering.
Grace, you're no longer human, you're so much more. And I knew that the minute I walked through the door.
She's always been special. She's my dearest friend.
And stop pulling at me if it's supposed to be my time, time to shine. My time, time to shine.
Grace, I don't know what you're thinking, but can I say, I'm not just someone you can push away. I've been by your side nearly every day, and I won't stop for him if it's gonna be your time, time to shine. Your time, time to shine.
Grace, it's time to choose.
Neither.
All right, enough! This isn't a game to me. I'm not picking sides. My life is on the line.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I suppose we did get carried away. But this is your power, Grace. You draw out the passions from within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
Force people to sing. Okay, so yeah, force people to
You mean
sing.
no one has a choice but to sing along?
We all have a song in our hearts, Grace. You can make us sing, but the song will always be ours. A muse does not command. She evokes, she elicits, she inspires.
Are you done? You've helped Grace already, right?
Indeed I have. But I do have one more thing to impart. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address in the city where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
Okay, first of all, just real quick about the mechanics of like the song thing. I'm usually really bad with time choices, and I'm still gonna be bad with time choices. But for the most part, like, yeah, okay, it was hard. They're like, oh yeah, pick between both of us, and I'm like, no. Why on earth can't we all be friends? So maybe I should have picked the charming, but hey, it's fine. We can still all be friends. That's still a possibility. I'm certain that's still a possibility. And yeah, that was really cool. Like, I wish I could like talk more during it. I wanted to be like, oh my god, that's so cool. They're like, oh man, I wish I should have picked this other one, but I didn't want to like cut in on the song because like they all have lyrics. I do not. So, but yeah, all right, awesome.
Her address? Thank you. That's perfect. Thank you.
Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Ah, that's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
Yeah, then I definitely shouldn't go alone.
Then I'll definitely need backup.
You'll be fine. After all, what's a mortal to do that you cannot?
Literally be a second set of eyes.
Hindi. Okay, fine. I get it. I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
All right. We got a first thing going on. Still don't know why Pan's being nice to me yet, but I guess we'll find out later.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign. This is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but not this.
I was actually leaning most on like the middle path, the me path, the red path,
sure,
but
Grace,
I don't know.
Good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around.
So that's actually that's possible. I did lean mostly on me, so it's entirely possible that it's like, oh no, you're gonna have to go alone because you didn't consistently choose one of us, so you chose yourself. So that's why I'm here alone, and that's fine because apparently I'm badass. All right, let's just top down the list. Okay. Confirm.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
Can we play guitar?
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
How did she find us? Also, just in general, like, because if you can find people who are singing, that'd be really cool. Hold on, I have to sneeze again. Sneeze complete. Oh yeah, I honestly, like, I should start on purpose actively singing in the shower again, and one day I actually want to like take, I don't know, like some short, like temporary singing lessons, just because like singing was always my favorite, like forever, always, and like I never really like beefed it up. I just kind of like utilized it as a kid and then never again. So, but that's my favorite. I love singing.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
Can we paint too? I mean, technically it's like of all the art, so can we do everything?
Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew.
Yeah, but like, Warhol was also a major asshole. I don't like Warhol. Why does my mouse like fling all the way to the left side every time I click on something?
Right. These aren't Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
Yeah, like... Controller? I can use the controller. Oh my god, I thought it was meant for, like, not controller. I can totally controller it up if it'll let me. Alright, maybe I'll have to, like, set it up ahead of time. Let me give it a shot. Now it's working! Oh, this is so much comfier. I love controller.
And she wasn't like his muse, or...
We'll just have to see how it works for like the choices. Luckily, I won't have a time choice immediately, so I'll get to have a couple more chances to test out the control scheme first.
A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, guitar is really cool. Honestly, all instruments and all music is super cool. I enjoy and respect all of it a lot.
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them? I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs?
Other than the fact that she was loaded, but that actually makes sense. If you're a literal muse, you're going to be working with some of the most famous people, if not the most famous people ever.
Oh man, keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on, take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
Oh, you scared me.
You scared me. Sitting there in the dark.
Oh.
For all I know, you could be the killer come to hide the evidence or raid the fridge.
Raid the fridge is valid.
I'm just here to mourn an old and very dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
I'm gonna out Pan on this one.
Pan told me about it. I was hoping I could find something, some clue about what happened.
You've already met Pan? How odd.
Well, at least he lifted a finger to help me. For his own gain, maybe, but it's better than nothing.
I honestly wish I could help you, Grace. You and Calliope both deserved better.
Ooh. EWI? I've actually also never heard of that. I kind of want to look that up at some point because this sounds really interesting. I hope I remember after stream to look that up. Fingers crossed. Can you tell me about Calliope?
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
Why did you speak up for me?
I should thank you for, speaking up for me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I'm not disputing that, Grace. I just don't think that I'm the one to help you.
Why can't you help me?
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything.
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help,
valid.
you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
Oh, he's sad, Paulo. How do I know you're not the killer? Oh, okay, that's badass, but that's mean at this point. Like, he seems legitimately messed up about it. That would be a really mean thing to say to him.
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
Ooh, Apollo not looking good.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
No, nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years.
Mood.
I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense. If you didn't want to help,
ADHD
that'd
god.
be one thing.
Yep.
But insisting
I mean, it's a
don't
muse. It
want
makes
you
perfect
to,
sense.
why not?
I always loved when the monsters interfere in Monster Hunter World.
this.
More than anything. The interference is like the best part. I mean, usually it's like the basil goose is usually the one interfering with everyone else, so it's really funny it's the other way around. And the devil, oh yeah, classic also. All right, I'm not going anywhere.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not leaving until you give me something. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't literally life or death. But I need to know what the problem is.
Oh, make him sing.
No, I
I'm out
haven't sung in
Out of
centuries.
liquids.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do?
I can stretch.
What didn't I do?
Yeah, hydrate stuff after the song.
Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Calliope, what was she to you?
Years, thousands of years, we walked side by side. She tried, said there's other paths. Don't walk the same, never the same. I have roads I like, smooth, paved in stone. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
Calliope, she's the way to be. Facing out, finding ways to see beyond what's dead. Reaching ahead.
Yeah, that was her. A meteor, a blazing star. And she was no more. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Years, thousands of years. You is down. Look around. You need to change. If you walk the same, you'll be to blame.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
And let's see.
I knew, I always knew. I can tell she's in there too.
It's true. I'm listening now.
And what she's saying,
Break from the same.
never the same.
That other voice, it'll always play. On loop, it'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do? It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do. Something new.
Yeah, fire him up.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. I need more water. So because my throat is tickly. Burp. Oh, maybe I should do the little burp thing. It'll be super quick. Yes, also because I'm gonna do the hydrates. Where even is the burp? I don't know. I'm just gonna go this way. Exit stage right. Okay, I have gotten my hydrates all at once, so we're good. Now we can go back to interrogating wind instrument. Okay, yeah, that's a little different, but I'll still want to hear it.
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly. This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
That doesn't sound helpful at all. How does... Okay, but no, how does that work?
That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole...
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
How is that a power?
So you have a power you won't ever use because all it does is hamstring you. Yikes.
Welcome to my life. But there might be something else I can do to help. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
This is really the only power he has? I doubt that somehow.
This is where you live?
Oh, yes. Sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
Aren't Aren't idols rich? No, you know what? It's not about being rich. It's a mess. No
This
kidding.
really explains why you didn't notice anything at Calliope's apartment.
Well, don't hold back on my account, Grace.
You said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
Yeah, fortune teller.
Someone who tells the future?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
There is.
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
Is it a literal kid?
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
And why are you in his apartment? Are you sure?
You know what Apollo is, right?
Oh, I know what Paul says he is. Just because someone says they can fly does not make them the Tooth Fairy. Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Don't get your abs in a twist.
He's very abs
so
forward.
Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
You live here?
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
And see the way he talks. I thought maybe he was a creep at first, but nah. Paul's aight.
Abs Paulo.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
Yeah, that he should do laundry. I feel like people are more likely mean to him because they see a part of themselves in him and the part of themselves that they are constantly trying not to be. At least that's what I have from my extremely limited piece of information about this man so far. Okay, you're good
So
with
you're
PC?
an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah. It's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
I don't know what that is.
It's the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
That's legit. Literally, I would not anything without an Ethernet cable. Most depressed yet shredded man. I mean, does he even work out? Does he just come like literally look at this camera angle right now? Like you can't really see it because I'm here, but like literally this is a camera angle that involves our main character's face and Apollo's abs. Like that's what's going on here. Don't get me wrong, they're great abs, but like yeah, that was good.
You keep saying Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
I mean, Apollo, it works.
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
incredibly emo? Like a sack stuffed with sad?
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Grace, surely this is not what you came for.
I mean, that's not what I thought I was going to ask.
Oh, I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
Well, it's Hardly productive, is it?
See, there you go again.
Ugh. Get a room. A different room.
See, that one was like kind of flirty, but like it wasn't obvious it was gonna be. It's fine, it's fine. We'll just flirt with absolutely everyone until the last possible second.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learn to use the computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh, okay, so Persephone.
Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Yeah, I knew it. Is that a surprise? No.
I knew it. All that rage back at the course.
That's not what I meant by knew it.
She's involved in this somehow.
I realized Persephone was angry, but I didn't know she and Calliope were friends. How strange. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Sure, let's go.
I'm thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see anyone.
Great! We're all done now.
That's true. Where's
Thank you
Hades?
for
If
your
Hades
help,
isn't around,
Oracle.
I would be mad
Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
too. Depression himbo. That's so true. I don't know which iPhone this is, just by the wrong cassette. Yep, that sounds very him.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how. Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
Do you come here often?
Oh, no. Persephone and I aren't friends.
Is she friends with anyone?
Not many, no. Except Calliope, apparently. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
I'll fight her if I have to.
All I
should have
know is
picked
if she's
Charming.
spoiling for a fight, she'll get one.
Apparently, I just want to talk and be nice to everyone.
Come to that, I suppose.
You're not gonna try to stop me?
Sometimes strength is the only thing Persephone respects. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Talk to Pan first. This is probably a good idea. Of course, you're at the nightclub.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear muse.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
Maybe.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
I can respect that.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone
You.
well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
I should
Thanks for the
thank you
address.
for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember,
I keep forgetting she's
how
going to say
you
exactly
managed
what
to
I'm saying.
stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
Is like everyone actually the opposite of what they were from because like the sun god being gloomy? Yeah, that's kind of opposite. So I don't know. Persephone being no, she was always prone to anger.
Apollo keeps saying he'll make everything worse, but he's been helpful.
That is his way, to be helpful. Until you turn into a tree.
I don't know what that means.
Let us hope you never do.
I don't need to ask him why.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Earlier I wasn't good enough, but now, I see how it is. By all means, I'd love to tell Persephone that the source of her rage has intruded on her domain.
Don't tell me the big bad Pan is afraid.
Seeing as I am neither big nor truly bad, it behooves me to be wary of those who are both.
That's awfully sensible for you.
You barely know me, my little dumpling. But if I am anything, I am a survivor.
Suit yourself. I'll find another way.
It's for the best. My best, at any rate.
I should get going.
Peace.
I'm sure I'll see you soon.
One can only hope.
Hermes, yeah.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
Yeah, little dumpling is adorable. I love that. All right, so
You're
what's your
not much
story?
like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says, one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
I don't think she's telling the truth. Isn't Athena in
Wouldn't
charge?
Athena still be in charge?
Yeah, you're probably right.
That doesn't bother you?
Why would it? Athena's the nicest of the bunch. She makes the best cookies.
How did you know Calliope died?
When Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
Did you take the
Take
body?
the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idols secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how we hide so well as it is.
How did you
You've
become
only
an
been
idol?
an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died.
I like
We
the
were
Hermes
friends,
energy.
and I was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
Why do you call yourself Hermes? I mean, I don't call myself Calliope.
You might eventually.
I doubt it.
Most idols do. Not everyone, though, so I don't know, maybe not you.
This is probably a stupid question, but do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice, though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
Angry?
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
All right.
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Empathetic anger is also big mood. I know that feel.
Pull yourself together. Are you gonna let Persephone boss you around forever?
Maybe?
No, you do that, she'll be walking all over you for centuries. You're a god.
Yeah, I'm a god.
You never know, she might be impressed, right?
Heck yeah. Yeah, let me know when you want to find her. I'll even stand way, way back while you chat.
Valid. Okay, I want to see what they did with the arrows. Oh, this is a great start with this image.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess
oh god,
I
that
am,
voice
yeah.
is
Aphrodite
amazing.
mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
They did a good job with the choosing the actors. There's a god of sex. Yeah, let's start.
Did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't.
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
How do you know Aphrodite? Ooh, that's a question we should know the answer to.
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? New here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries, it may as well be true.
Yeah,
so Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
How does that play out in the not really sense?
A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
We all had to learn Greek myth lore. We all had to learn it. Like, I know all the names and stuff, but I don't remember. Like, we didn't have, like, tons and tons of tests about, you know, who was related to who, et cetera, et cetera. So it was mostly just learning the stories. So there's obviously parts I don't remember. But also I've been, like, I read a bunch of Lore Olympus, so I more recently remember some things, and that's definitely coloring my opinion of some of the characters here. Is my recent reading of Lore Olympus, which I'm not caught up on anymore, so I probably should again.
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happen?
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
That's awesome.
There are worse ways to spend a night out.
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing.
Interesting.
Just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. Not obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just want... Nope, never mind.
Why
I'm willing
not?
to listen if you need to talk.
I appreciate that. Maybe some other time.
That's fair. You probably wouldn't trust me yet anyways.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Oh, we can talk to Persephone. No, we're gonna go to Apollo first. Obviously.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I approach screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
I mean, we've already been
It couldn't
successful,
hurt.
but
What would you like to know exactly?
tell me more.
What's Persephone's story?
Oh,
Her
that
name rings
kind
a
of.
bell, but I don't.
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was Persephone.
Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved. Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
Okay, but like,
So
tell me this
how
world
much of
story.
Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That
Oh, that's so much worse.
Quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
That's. Yeah. I mean, she kidnapped him. Then?
Sounds
Yeah.
like Hades had it coming.
I'd like to say we handled it well. That Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
That's fair.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Why is everyone scared of her? Okay. All right.
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know.
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
Yeah,
Why
no, I
didn't you
dig
see
it a lot.
coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
I also really do like Lore Olympus's take on it too, which is the love case, but it's presented completely differently, like 1000% differently. I still definitely enjoy that. It depends very much on how Hades is written and how Persephone is written and how the other gods around her are written in the situation, because basically, and so much result like is also about like Zeus and like how Zeus handled things. And no matter what, and I love that no matter what in this world or in Allure Olympus or in every other world, Zeus handles it terribly. Just garbage. The worst. But this is a really cool version of it. I am down with it.
So what happened to Persephone after
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
Yep, Zeus, always the worst. I'm certain that if we meet a Zeus in here, which the fact that there is no Zeus right now already is really suspicious of some shenanigans that happened in the past. So I look forward to hearing more about the Zeus in this world.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
We can try to get him out of his shell. I'll be careful.
I'm a muse now. I can keep you company.
Nothing would make me happier. But you do have a predicament to solve first.
All right, cool.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally. I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, but maybe it's different for her this time because, like, of who was killed. We don't know. We're gonna talk to Persephone and find out. Ah, she was at the bar the whole time. I never would have found her.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
No, we're gonna make you sing. I have questions.
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you.
Everybody
Do you really
wins.
Expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
No, her sleeve is gorge. I want to see the rest of her tattoos that she obviously definitely has. No, let's be strong.
That's it. I'm done talking.
Grace, I don't think this...
Forget it, Apollo. She's spoiling for a fight, so why not give it to her?
So it's a challenge after all.
Singy fight. Yes. Rap battle? It's probably not a rap battle, but that would be so perfect.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse.
My power is literally
You want
music.
Answers? Fight for them. A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here.
And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone, we both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends, we all know how this ends.
See what happens. We go on the attack. We won't be too mean though, we won't be red the whole time.
Testing 1, 2, testing 3. Is this thing on? Are you testing me with your coterie, ogling expectantly? Heads up, wrecking me won't come for free. See, it won't be easy, Persephone, when I use the moves I bring blessedly. Shadows don't scare me, see, I'll survive it. Maybe you want to do this in private.
You're lost, little girl. You're wasting our time now. The gall of a squeaking mouse in a lion's den. Give up, little girl. The bus home is leaving. Seen it so many times, we all know how this ends. We all know how it ends.
Alright, okay, little more fight back.
Wait, you're she the Persephone? Oh boy, a celebrity dissing me. Now remind me, Peach, of my memory. Sorry, not up on my ancient history. Underworld, now that rings a bell. Was it you who was married to the king of hell? It's hazy, Hades, so you're his lady? Before my time, because I'm such a baby. Please teach me my ABCs. Me, I never featured in Euripides. So where are they now? Wow, look around. You're the big cheese of a hole in the ground.
Okay, that one maybe is a low blow. We probably shouldn't have mentioned Hades at all.
Surprise, surprise, coins on your eyes. Give them to the ferryman. Get it in your little head.
Oh, I no longer can.
You're not my queen pea, I'm alive. You got a real life muse in this basement dive. You could use a boost. Should I play a gig? Hey, word of mouth works, P. It'll be big.
Get lost, little girl.
I need a room and a rider and a cut of the bar.
Making me angry.
I got needs, you see. Say please, I'll bring keys and a couple guitars.
You don't want to know how far we could descend.
You haven't fun yet? I'm sorry, what's up? Let me guess how it ends. Yeah, you already said.
Back off, little girl.
We're young, you're old, we live,
You're asking for trouble.
The end, see, that's how time works. Bye-bye.
You wanna push me, so look and then see how this ends.
Now we can be nice. I'm not here to hurt her. Just show her that I'm not weak. Oh, did I not pick?
You're lost, Persephone.
I'm not sure if it counts if it was like on the thing. I didn't like click it.
What are you trying to prove? And to whom? You ate a bad seed. That's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
We change shape. In time, you'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till a muse. I just want Calliope back.
Okay, show's over.
1,000 times.
It's nearly dawn.
The single note should take you down now.
Work lights on.
Without even trying, and you didn't mind. 1,000 times.
Finish your beer.
One note and suddenly you're
have to go home, but you can't stay here.
You're the song and you're being sung. Lullaby the muse. Not an easy thing to lose. sometimes wish I could hear it. Again.
I'd say especially if they are. This like, wow, yo.
Just tell me one thing. What prompted this little visit of yours?
We went to Calliope's apartment, and we know that you own it.
I see. Follow me, then.
See, like, this felt like the right play, too. Like, I let her get all her feelings out. I let her show her strength. I let her, like, fight against, because
Calliope came to me years ago.
You know, it's...
She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
Okay, so basically what I really like about this is like not only like I gave her space to feel her feelings, let her be strong, because like if you are with someone who like really like appreciates and like values their own personal strength, you don't just want to be like a little punching bag for them. You don't want to just like completely bend to them. You want to show them that like you're strong enough to stand up for yourself and not just against her, but against other people. And so that's kind of why I was like, all right, we're gonna go with these strong points of view first for sure, because especially because it was even mentioned strength might be the only thing she actually like respects. So, and I like how I was able to do that with the song. Like, all right, cool, we had these things, but like for reals, like I get it, like it's a whole thing. I have these feelings, I'm a person, I hate this stuff too, but I get it. You know, I'm not Calliope, I can't be Calliope, but like, I'm here. Yeah, straight up, you have to be like, yo, I also have authority, I also will protect myself, I'll also take care of myself. We can fight together instead of each other, but you can trust me to be strong enough to take care of myself when other people come for us, you know? Because like, she's like in a bad situation too, so like, I get it.
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly.
Authority.
Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
Okay, that sounds really sus.
That sounds suspicious.
I hoped I could find evidence, something that made sense. But no, it was only you.
I made sense?
You were there, you were covered in her blood. There was no other explanation. But now I'm not so sure.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
And isn't that scarier?
One of us?
Yup, that's way scarier. See, this is exactly what I was talking about early on. Like, it is always worse to be like, yep, we dealt with the killer, everything's fine, nothing is wrong, and the real killer is still loose and like, wow, I just got away with literal murder. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, not great. Stream dedicated. No. I much prefer to just randomly give life advice interspersed between the completely like random moments while playing games. That's the only way I do this stuff. The only way. But life advice and game design advice, or just not even advice, game design thoughts, opinions, feelings go hand in hand, straight up. So that just comes with the territory of like, whoa, mechanics are really cool. I really dig this. This is awesome. Yeah, support devs. Honestly, I'm already 100% like in the buy this game camp, support these people. I have zero regrets for every dollar I spent on this. Must it
Does
be
it
hell?
have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how we might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, Even magic revealed no trace of it.
Who's magic? Yes. Magic.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Oh no, it's not beyond belief. I just want.
Sure, I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would
Must
say
be
our
really
powers are
useful.
also magic, but true magic is a different and older power.
I love Hecate. Always.
Hecate's domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
It's very true. I do just like saying magic out loud. I love magic. Everything about it. Did Calliope have enemies?
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have.
You know, I didn't think about the corn booze. That's
what
smart.
am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but
Just
enough to
like
make
me.
enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
Could Athena be the killer?
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well...
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Okay, so then should we tell
Can we
Athena?
go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus...
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
She won't go back
Uncasted,
on the
reroll.
edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
Okay, so what about Pan?
Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I
No,
left
Pan's
the
not the
chorus.
killer. That's
He
not what I
did
meant.
What?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer.
No, he's not the killer.
It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
I'm not suspicious of those two at all.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
She could, I mean, paladin, or she could just be a really interestingly statted warlock. Like, you know, warlock, that like melee warlock. I mean, maybe a pally, but there's always options.
Well, I'm not giving up. That's right. You heard me. Maybe it's easy for you to throw in the towel. Why not? Your life isn't at stake. But I'm gonna fight. If I have to kick every ass on Olympus, I am getting through this.
We will kick all the asses. Every ass will be kicked. More songs.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to see.
It was totally
Although
different.
Your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a
terrible
terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I've been before I
trapped.
snapped.
This is not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the Sun.
Aren't you a queen with all that that means? Stop looking for a fight. These old wounds, they distract and blind you. You can't see yourselves.
He doesn't know what's important.
And you do?
Oh, no, I don't want to choose. No. Ah. Okay, I'm choosing Persephone, I guess. I feel bad for Apollo, but like...
Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
But she's the lead I have right now. Oh, they make me make hard choices already. I can go back to Apollo later and be like, bro. Yeah, he'll still be there. He's not gonna like, but if I were to like follow him around and just be like, no man, I don't know. Well, now I already want to play the game a second time. They got me. I've been got.
Was all that really necessary? His reaction wasn't great, but you did provoke him.
It wasn't my finest moment, but you saw how he transformed. Apollo likes to pretend he's not the man he used to be, but behind that sad facade lurks exactly the lout I remember. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
I also like, I may have also, like, okay, she's my only lead, but I also may have chosen based on personality enjoyment and also just like overall aesthetic reasons to just be like, I did kind of want to talk to Persephone more. I've had some Apollo time. We'll have more Apollo time later, but like, yeah, everything cool? You know me?
You decided to help me then?
Yes.
I wasn't sure you would.
Well, what should I say? That I've changed my mind? That Calliope might have chosen you after all?
No, it's just...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you. If, however, this has all been a desperate deception, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Then I would deserve that.
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better.
Helping you rather than wanting you dead, you mean?
You
No,
seem
the
like a
fighting
woman
part
who
was cool
gets what
too.
she wants.
These
We can
days,
do both.
yes.
Then I'd really rather have you on my side.
Wise choice.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
She might. Athena's no fool. She sees everything in terms of risk. Anything with the slightest chance of being a danger to the idols will not be tolerated.
Oh, that's a really good blue one. Because I've been saying this. Okay?
In this scenario, I'm the unacceptable risk?
At worst, a murderer. At best, a usurper.
I have to be a usurper? I can't just be a happy accident?
In Athena's world, there are only dangerous accidents.
I definitely want to try green and I want to try blue in the future too. They all sound really good.
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah,
Curious how different the story can get.
If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city, start a revolution, become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Really?
No, Grace. Go home. Be patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
I mean, we could also just have like a really big rock concert. We are a muse. We could have a lot of people have a lot of opinions. Act 2. This.
Hey, Freddy.
Okay, hold on. Act 2 is a really good place to stop, but I don't know when saving happens at any point in time. Oh, check the journal. I don't know how. Oh, that's what the journal. Okay, with information we have on the people. Okay, I don't think we can immediately go to the main menu and it'll be fine. I'll press the continue button. It'll just start from the beginning of this. Let me double check. Okay, it does. It does. Perfect. Okay. I really want to play more though. What if I played for like 30 more minutes and it would be totally okay though? I'll play for 30 more minutes. You know, bedtime today can get dunked. New game, new dopamine.
Have you been waiting up this whole time?
Yeah? A goat man sends you off into the night. Your life is on the line. And I'm gonna, sleep? I was so worried after you left, and well, I also felt like crap. You were right to be mad. I said I'd support you as your friend, and I didn't. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
Oh. No.
I'd never leave you behind, Freddy. You know that, right?
I'm still ready and willing to be your high priestess, if that's what it takes.
Do it, girl.
If you could just help me get through this next week, that'd be plenty.
Deal. Why don't you start by telling me what happened tonight? Huh. Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You get on everyone's bad side, Grace.
Oh,
Thanks,
perfect.
Fred.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Oh, okay. I just spoke to him.
I just spoke to him at the Underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
I should talk to Persephone or go see what Pan wants. Oh, what if we do none of them? Enter the voice of the contrarian. It's literally the thing under my butt, and I'm gonna do none of them. Beach house.
Grace,
Yeah, told you she'd be back.
what are you doing here? When you stay with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
You were a jerk. I mean, honestly, though, I'm better. Like, if he's defending himself, I'm okay with that, though. Like, we need him to not be... We need him to change. We need him to be different, so...
I thought I'd check in on you. The way you left, well, it was quite the scene.
Ah, yes, that. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
Oh no, you're not squirming out of this that easily. You said you'd help. Just because you blew up at Persephone doesn't mean you get to walk away from this.
Yes.
When we met, I said I would just make things worse. And I was right.
No, not really.
Even if you had, isn't now the time to fix it?
Goodbye, Grace. I hope you find what you're looking for.
No. No. Apollo isn't my friend anymore. Well, that's... I mean, I guess that's technically... If I have to make that choice, it's going to be fitting for the red. The Anki is socially self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably... Like, I wonder if there's... Obviously, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I wonder if there's ways to stay with him if you're, like, playing, like, heavy blue. Might make sense. Let's go to Persephone first.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
You should know. Pan asked me to meet him at Olympus. I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's interesting. Did he happen to say what he wanted?
No.
Well, no.
He probably wants to cash in his favor.
Huh. That's what he does. Collect favors and then use them to gather even more favors. To what end, I dare not guess.
I mean...
He's manipulative, sure. He still seems pretty harmless.
Many said the same of Calliope, yet she was murdered even so. You should go ahead and see what Pan wants. It might be useful.
Unless we
Just
find
throw
Pan
caution to the
murdered.
wind, huh?
That would be sad.
Somehow you'll manage.
No, they spent too much time on that
I
character.
want to
They won't
send
get rid
you
of
to
him
a
immediately.
party, Grace. One Aphrodite is holding. She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Why the
Why
party?
a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asked Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
Okay.
I still have that invitation from Pan. Maybe it'd be easier if I just went to see him.
You should do both. Just don't believe a single word coming out of his mouth.
I was already planning on doing
I could always
both.
beat the truth out of him.
Careful. He's bound to enjoy that.
Oh no.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even more intensely than that. I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but unwelcome. Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
One wild party with a goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Oh, good.
Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
All right. Talk to Pan first. Ooh.
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building, all those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Oh, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight.
In America.
Marvelous, isn't it?
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here, or...?
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns. Olympus is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
Yeah, really great question. Why'd y'all move to America?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
I didn't know there were that many gods.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers-on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
Idols live here? I mean, Calliope didn't, obviously. Apollo doesn't either.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
Right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate.
I'm in.
A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
I'll consider it. Ooh, I'm so down. Like, magic? Hell yeah, let's go.
This Hecate, do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
This person I'm to help, what does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
Oh, this guy's definitely a mantis.
Heart.
What, did you think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
What is this reliquary? Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years.
Hell yeah.
Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself.
Interesting.
A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh,
I mean, that's pretty
the way
tricky.
you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
Well, it's just that...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly and with open arms.
Oh, that's creepy, and I love it. That's great.
You're saying you can talk me into anything?
Anything you would enter into willingly and with eyes wide open, which covers a great deal. Yes.
That's surprisingly ethical of you, Pan.
I find consent wildly attractive, Grace.
Oh, me too. Me too.
I'll think about it, but no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless.
Astarion.
I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Oh boy.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Oh, sorry. Well, okay, I guess we'll find out. Okay, so first the party, then we'll go to the reliquary. It's in Olympus. We're already here. It makes perfect sense. It's Apollo.
Fancy party? Check. Bunch of strangers? Check. Grace totally not dressed for the occasion? Check. Now, if only I knew what I was supposed to be doing here.
Grace? You're here.
Yeah, I'm invited, aren't I?
I'm just surprised you even knew it was happening.
Persephone said I should come to this. Whatever this is.
Persephone didn't tell you? Why am I not surprised?
You didn't tell me either.
I came to see you, Apollo, and I don't recall you mentioning it. Persephone said it could help.
You don't have any of Calliope's memories, right? No deja vu recollections that aren't your own?
Oh, that
No.
might happen in the future.
Should I have?
Not right away. For a while, you won't remember anything. We call it the veil. In time, the veil will start to lift, slowly at first, but eventually you'll remember almost everything Calliope did.
That's awesome.
That doesn't seem so terrible. Am I missing something?
Well, remember how old we all are. There are so many memories, so the veil lifts gradually to protect you. Eventually, it's like a flood. It becomes difficult to separate what's you and what's them, and all who came before them.
So I'm the Avatar. I'm so into it.
I have a hard time believing I'll forget who I am.
You won't stop being you. You'll just also be everyone else who isn't you.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
I understand. Take some time to let it sink in. If you like, we can talk about it later.
What does this have to do with the party?
Aphrodite hasn't been the same since we came to the New World. She has horrific memories of what she endured during the war. Passing on her Eidolon is a way to forget, for a while. That's what this party is for.
Oh. Aha, that explains why Calliope never wanted to come, because she's like, hey girl, you can't run away from your memories forever. You have to deal with it. You have to confront the trauma, or else, well, not directly confront. There's lots of ways to deal with trauma, but absolutely running away, it does not help. Well, running away forever. Running away at first is obviously the answer, but like later, no. That's
she doesn't
extreme.
have any other options? Therapy, pills, social media?
If you think she hasn't tried all those things, perhaps you could ask her about them.
I will. I'll make her sing about it.
Extreme, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is, however, an extreme situation. For idols, our memories can become a prison. This is how Aphrodite chooses to escape.
So she's done it before.
Do you support what Aphrodite is doing here?
It's not my choice to make, Grace.
Yeah, but you must have an opinion.
Correct.
Eventually, you will remember what we experienced during the war. And eventually, you will remember that what Aphrodite experienced was far worse. If this is the mercy she requires, I will not tell her she should not take it.
Yeah, I don't want to ask that one because that's a dumb question.
I don't know, Apollo. I don't like the whole idea.
You want her help, don't you?
Yes, but...
At least speak with Aphrodite before you make a final decision.
Obviously.
She's not here just yet. Until she arrives, I suggest mingling.
More gods to talk to.
Mingling.
Yeah, mingling.
I love
talk to
mingling.
Eros. Or we can talk more if you like. Just try to relax, Grace.
Sure, yeah. Relax. That's what this party is for, right?
Okay, Eros and then more Apollo. Easy. What up, bro?
Grace.
Hey, Eros. Nice to...
Is this what you were...
Oh. Okay.
Aphrodite will be so happy you're here. It means so much you have no idea.
Are you okay? You seem a bit...
Every time she does this, I don't know how to handle it.
Yep,
I
it's
almost
because
want
of
to
that.
run upstairs and demand she stop. Remind her that this never works.
Not only does it never
Sorry, I
work, but like...
shouldn't unload on you. It's been a bad week.
It hurts everyone around her, too. Like, how often is this happening?
From the sounds of it, this happens a lot.
Every 20 years or so. That's how long she can hold out until she just can't stand it anymore. Every time, Aphrodite forgets. At least for a while.
Heavy.
But I don't. I remember everything. I'm there for the nightmares, the panic attacks, the days she doesn't even remember the war's over. And now I'm arranging her gathering again, so she can die again. And I'll watch it all again.
She's stuck reliving her trauma.
Is it okay if I ask what happened? I don't mean to pry, but I'm new. I really don't know.
I know, but it happened to Aphrodite, not me.
But
It's
it
not
needs
my
like a
story
lot
to
of
tell.
specific details, I guess. Yeah, what if I could help?
If I know what she was dealing with, I might be able to help.
Could you? I suppose it wouldn't hurt. What happened is that Brother Ares happened. He missed out on the first world-spanning war, you see, so he was damned if he'd miss out on the next one. He found some jackbooted mortals, so full of themselves and their supremacy, and he told them about the idols. Then they came for us. Took us completely by surprise. Some they killed, but Aphrodite,
Oh.
her they
Oh, God.
captured.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Aphrodite was captured, but she's here now. So she must have escaped.
She didn't. Do you know the name Hephaestus?
No. Should I?
God of smiths. He could make anything, any tool or weapon. He was Aphrodite's husband, and he adored her. When he found out the mortals were torturing her, he went mad. He was determined to save her.
They tortured her?
Yes, did
Nothing
you not
extreme,
get that the first time, Grace?
I'm told. They were too frightened, but they were also determined to wring every last secret out of her. So, who knows how long that fear would have lasted. Thus, Hephaestus made a deal.
With the, jackbooted guys.
No, with their enemies. That's what saved her.
Then this deal is how Aphrodite survived.
It's how we all survived. It's what brought us to the new world. Hephaestus saved us all. We never saw him again. That was the deal. He would leave, make their precious weapons, and never look back.
Oof.
Aphrodite never even got to say goodbye. It's funny, because Aphrodite didn't even like Hephaestus when they were married. She seemed to resent every minute they were together. But now he's all she can think about.
So let's go get him.
Is there no other way? Does Aphrodite really need to...
To die? I've asked that so many times. She's tried magic, drugs, psychotherapy, meditation, everything we could possibly think of. For a while, she'll deny anything's wrong. It all seems fine, and I start to hope. Maybe this time will be different. Then the nightmares begin, and the memories return. More with each passing day until... I hate it, but I see her agony. I can't deny her this.
Maybe I shouldn't ask, but is there any way to change Aphrodite's mind?
You say that as if I haven't tried. If only... She'll ask you to use your power as part of the celebration. Could you use it to inspire her?
Oh, that's gonna be real
I
touchy.
can't force anyone to do anything they don't want to, Eros.
That's not what I'm asking. I believe that, deep down, she doesn't want to do this any longer. She must see it isn't working. She just needs the strength
to be touchy.
To try. Or I hope that's all she needs.
Oh, I really hope I don't mess that up. I will do my best.
I'll try, if you think it'll do some good.
I don't know if it will. I just find it hard to believe it could get any worse.
That's fair.
Famous last words.
Tell me about it. Do whatever you think is right, Grace. And thank you.
Talk to Apollo again. Be nice to Sad Man.
I know all these people, Grace. For as long as I can remember, I've known them. Yet sometimes I feel like I don't know any of them at all. Or they me.
That's what change is like. I should get back to the party. Just like show up, be like, oh, that's a sad philosophy. Bye. I'm like, no, I love sad philosophy. Let's get in on this.
You don't enjoy these family gatherings, do you?
Are they family gatherings? Like the sort mortals have?
You call each other sister and brother and mother.
Well, yes, but...
And you've been together like 100 times longer than I lived with my family. All you're missing is a drunk uncle everyone has to apologize for.
That would be Pan.
Would have thought that'd be Zeus.
But yes, I feel very much out of place.
Why?
Why is that exactly? Wouldn't you feel more like you belonged after 1,000 years together?
Is your assumption that all those centuries bring great wisdom?
Don't they?
We get older. We have more to forget. We hold grudges longer, but wiser. No. Not so far.
I spoke to Eros. He's pretty broken up over all this.
Oh, poor Eros. Each new successor, his hopes rise up once more. And then he watches the new Aphrodite crumble. Piece by piece. Only to start all over again. It's so different from the olden days. Once he was the eternal disaster, and Aphrodite kept constant vigil over him.
Maybe he feels like he owes her.
I think he's followed her into a dark void and somewhere deep down believes he deserves no better.
Oh,
I should get back out there.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true and also very sad, but he does want better, but probably upset that he didn't do more.
My family. Having you all here, gathered once again to see me off, it moves me. More than I can say. My loves, my darlings, my dearest friends. And you. Oh, my dear sweet thing. I dare not hope that you, with all your troubles, might sing me to my sleep. Yet here you are. Yet here she is. Huh.
I was hoping we might have a chance to talk.
Oh, but we are talking, are we not?
I mean the
This
two
is
of
gonna
us.
be a brutal scene.
In private.
And abandon my guests when I've just arrived. I have so many farewells to make.
Oh, you can hear the pain in her voice.
The new muse?
Oh, what manners I have. Grace, Grace, meet the lovely mortal woman who shall tonight become the new me.
Hi, my name's Venus, and yes, it really is Venus. Nice to meet you, Grace.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
We'll both be new at this, huh? Maybe we could get together and compare notes if you,
Survive my trial?
We'll talk to her more later.
Lady Aphrodite told me. I shouldn't have brought that up. I'm sorry.
There will be so much time for you lovelies to speak later. Now, we must prepare for my departure.
I feel like every single thing I do is a bad idea.
Are you sure we can't talk first? I really need your help, Aphrodite.
I know you do, my dear. I wish I could be there for you, but I'm afraid my time is up. But
My
since
arbitrary
you showed
time.
such kindness in coming, I will ask Eros to make himself available to you afterwards. There's nothing I know that he does not. He is my son, my truest friend, my longest love.
Won't he be a little distracted?
Eros has been through this before, Grace. He knows what must be done.
Yeah, you keep putting him through it. Oh, I want to like quick save. But like, should I like be like, yeah, just tell me what to do? If I say I want to talk you out of this, she'll probably immediately throw me out if I'm not like getting to her emotions first. So, okay. Sneaky route. I don't know if it's the right way to go. No, we've been very forward about things. Let's try keeping going.
I was hoping I could talk you out of it, actually. Oh, forgive my saying so, but you seem
No, don't say
fine.
that.
Yes, it might seem that way. Well, tell me, Grace, why should I let you try to talk me out of this, hmm?
Do it for Eros. Do it for Eros or because this doesn't help.
You must know this isn't working. How many times have you done this? Has it gotten any better?
Better? I do not remember what better feels like. I remember many things. I remember virtue, heroism, even love. All of it eclipsed by the memories of pain. But tonight is not about becoming better. It's about respite from the pain.
You're not trying to be better, though. I mean,
And
I guess sure, I've
honoring
tried everything.
the memory of what was. Go, enjoy the gathering, Grace. Tell me when you're ready to begin.
I'm hoping we're sowing a seed of doubt. Okay, I guess we'll talk to Venus. This is gonna be weird.
I want to apologize again, Grace. I really messed up. It looks like I'll be doing that a lot. Lady Aphrodite said I'm ready, but I don't know.
Having second thoughts? If so, now's probably the time to mention it.
I would never do that to Lady Aphrodite. I'm just nervous.
That's understandable.
If I can ask, what does it feel like after it happens? Do you feel different?
That's true, because technically by doing this, Aphrodite is also basically like, she's literally killing this mortal also. Like, yeah, not immediately, but like not only she's killing the current mortal she is, whose memories I'm sure will be passed on to the next person like the Avatar, but still. This new mortal is going to like, she's basically, oh, I just keep doing this. This is my plan. So basically like, hey, cool, you're gonna be my new person who I use to forget things, and then I'm gonna kill you in like 20 years. And like maybe some people be like, well, 20 years is a long time, but like, no, that's still literally, you are just absolutely like, hey, you're going to be in a lot of pain and suffering, and you're gonna lose who you are and all these things. And yeah, what mortal can possibly say no to like, hey, would you like to become a god, a goddess? Like, you can't say no to that. Like, the power dynamics in this whatever kind of relationship, I can't even figure out how to describe it. Like, no, absolutely not. Calliope Force, so yeah, she did. I mean, like, we have no idea what kind of life Calliope led, so we don't know if it's a cool thing or not, so.
I'm not sure. It happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. Calliope died, and then all this happened.
You didn't remember anything? About her? Who she was? She was just gone?
Yeah. Isn't that the point of all this?
I just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it could be real.
Your name's really we're not gonna ask that.
How do you know Aphrodite exactly?
So I was working at this homeless shelter, right? A couple of years ago, and she came in with one of the older residents. And she was there in this, like, amazing dress. And she's sitting with this guy and really listening to him. Like, they were old friends or something. I just thought, what is someone like her doing in a place like this? So, I just went over and introduced myself.
That's it? Just like that?
Yeah. She came back to the shelter a few times, but by then, I guess she'd taken an interest in me instead.
Are you really okay with all this? You know what's gonna happen, right?
I saw a lot of people in crisis at the shelter. I knew something was wrong with Lady Aphrodite. She's in so much pain, Grace. She won't let you see how much. Eros called me one night desperate. She wouldn't stop screaming. She didn't know where she was. She's a good person, Grace. A good soul. She deserves mercy.
But it's temporary.
But don't you feel this is wrong? I mean, you're ending your life. It's like some kind of murder-suicide pact.
I don't think of it like that. Lady Aphrodite is not committing suicide, and I'm not being murdered.
That's
Aren't
literally
you?
a perspective.
Your life is ending. It's being taken over, swallowed up by Aphrodite's grief.
I'm becoming part of something bigger. something amazing. Or maybe you're right. It'll be terrible, and I'll end up in so much pain I'll regret it.
That's literally what happens every time.
Because Lady Aphrodite needs me. Maybe, just maybe, if I'm added into the mix of all the people she's been, maybe things will be different.
That's aggressively optimistic and still doesn't seem okay at all. I'm really I want to talk to Apollo more, but I feel like he's got nothing to say.
Back again.
I don't think I'll have a chance to talk to Aphrodite. Not before, you know.
Not surprising. Surely Persephone must have realized that.
Yet the diverse cast is great.
She's never been to one of these things. Anyway, I'm not sure what I'd do now.
You have two choices, Grace. Either you do as she asks and sing her to her rest.
At which point Venus won't have Aphrodite's memories yet.
Or you somehow convince her to remain with us and hope she's grateful.
And doesn't regret it. Or get angry at me for ruining her party.
You can always change
Do
the
what you
vibe of
feel
a
is
party.
right. It's a risk either way.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of lady focus here, and I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. But well, I mean, no, because there's Pan, there's Apollo, there's Eros, and that's already a lot of diversity right away. So I guess we'll have to see. But so far, there's slightly more ladies than there are dudes. I guess we'll see what happens as we go along.
Have you spoken with Venus? She seems really...
Nice, earnest, a genuinely good person.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's not an accident. Ever since the war, Aphrodite has sought out the kindest, the most innocent souls to be her successors. She chooses them because she believes that over time, it might make her a better person. A more worthy person.
Wouldn't it be better if she chose people who were, I don't know, more resilient?
I suppose that depends on your definition of strength, Grace.
I should get back out there.
Oh, man.
I have tried so hard, fought for so long, but in the end, I must bid you all farewell once again. But before I go, I would like us all to remember the sacrifices that brought us here to this strange new world. This time, it is with the help of our lovely muse that we shall be guided.
Stress time, stress time. The timers will make it harder.
We let them rise. We let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong. We were wrong. Since the beginning we were hidden. We held court from up above. 'Twas the golden age of reason, and I the queen of love. But a plague of hate was spreading, and there were vultures standing by. Before we fell to our knees begging, we fell from the sky. We let them rise, we let it happen. We waited far too long. We thought we shouldn't intervene. We were wrong, we were wrong. Our so-called brother Ares sold his soul forevermore. He so loved the military, he became their dog of war. He denounced his loving family, and with mortal guns and greed, on a plate gladly delivered everything that war dogs need. He betrayed us and we let him, and with their mortal souls long gone, we thought we were untouchable. We were wrong. We were wrong.
It's hard. No angle to go.
Power of the idols, within your chest. But for now I am in mourning for a love gone unexpressed. He was harder than a chisel. I was a horrid block of ice. A winter's chill that stayed until he made his sacrifice. The man that I ignored saved me when I fell. Yes, the husband I abhorred rescued me from hell.
So let's go get him back.
I thought it was a joke when it was said to me. He struck a deal with our enemy's enemy, made a secret weapon so my captors let me go. He gave up his freedom, leaving just a memory, and this love I'll never know is what he gave to me.
I can see everything, it's interesting why you feel so blue. Because of the horror show from long ago, there ain't no getting through. A husband who sacrificed and paid the price for you to be free. Wherever he is right now, you'd think somehow that...
Excuse me.
Sorry, I'm on a roll. I don't pretend to know the mind of a god. That's something I never thought I'd say. I'm not the only one here who wants to know. Is leaving now the only way to go?
I'm confused. Who are you? Thank you for sharing, little one. You're 80 years overdue. Now take your seat, you've had your fun. I think you'll find I'm a god, making note of the staggering lack of help. And so no matter what you think you know, this ceremony is the only way to go.
I dare to interrupt your set
Don't you
time.
write anything down? Is there a statue of Hephaestus in town? Or is history just a record that slowly gathers dust? You gotta turn it up loud so the player doesn't rust. Because I find the story so unique, I'll sing in plain speak. You rest leaves the rest of your family stressed and depressed. They repress, so will only digress. I'm impressed by the sense of occasion, I guess, but this mess of a quest to possess is grotesque. It's happened to me, and I'll never know when Calliope inside of me surfaces. So I request that your guests reassess the process, and unless you address all this godly excess, we'll continue to guess while you repossess, and I won't acquiesce till a change manifests. I'm out. Sometimes taking a breath's the only way to go. Considering the options left, it's the only way to go. What is the only way to go?
I'm stunned by the arrogance, but eloquence sparks something in me. If you honestly can promise me all the help I need, I'll be the kind of a god you'll worship and adore like before. Thank you, Venus, a brilliant cameo.
And together we will face it, 'cause forgetting won't erase it.
Moving on's the only way to go. The only way to
Oh my God, is she actually going to
Mother, is it
reconsider? Did I
true?
do it right?
You've chosen to
live. I have chosen to live.
Holy shit. Oh, I guarantee you can do this wrong. I guarantee this is not easy.
I'm so sorry, Venus. I
Maybe
made you
it's not
so
that
many
hard.
promises, dearest, and I won't be able to keep them.
My lady, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy. If this is your wish, I'll be with you at every step.
Of course, Venus is wholesome.
Well. Always.
I hope none of us regret this choice in the days to come. But thank you.
Yeah, maybe instead of like subsuming her, you could like talk to Venus and like have her help you kind of work things out and kind of go forward. Like, you know, basically, yeah. And yes, like, yeah, grace is super cool. Do they change? Is the godliness sort of influencing it? Or is it like sort of the other way around? Like, you know, do you sort of influence what happens with the godliness? It starts to mingle together eventually. I mean, they did mention, it's like, man, you can always get on people's bad sides. Yeah, you know, Calliope used to rile everyone up. I'm like, did like she like vibe with me and therefore she like knew that it was going to be a good fit? Because like seriously, the same thing happened with Hermes. We ended up the same like kind of person, but like they were already kind of the same sort of person before. Like, yo, the prophecy thing, like what if we find out with Apollo's powers? It's like, you've just been not looking. The prophecies are going to happen whether or not you look. You might as well look. Like, it's going to happen anyways. You only have free will when you don't know what's going to happen. It's like, or it's just happening and you just don't know. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. It's type. Totally. Yeah. I mean, he might feel most alive in the gym, or also, I mean, like he might just be godly, physically gifted, or like maybe a physicality does change over time. We don't know. We know Apollo kind of looked like this for a long time. Maybe we'll start to look more like Calliope over time. Don't know. And yeah, it kind of sounds like she's looking for as innocent and precious and pure, and trying to like add them to herself to make herself better. But at the same time, basically it's like, yeah, here, sacrifice yourself. It's a lot. Oh, martyr complex. Like, whoa. It's just like she was tortured. Yeah. Like nothing extreme. Okay. They had to specify that for some reason, but mostly she's super upset because Hephaestus is gone. But like you could instead of like killing yourself every 20 years, maybe you could figure out a way to go get him, because there's no way he agreed to be their slave forever. And even if they did, you're the gods, you could find a way to loophole, break your way out of that, or break him out of that. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Plus, like, again, yeah, he sacrificed himself for you, and so you're just gonna kill yourself over and over. Like, yeah, man, imagine he comes back, he's like, yo, that's what you've been doing after I spent like all that for like you getting out of that place? You have nightmares, you have trauma, like, whoa. And like, even after everything I did, he's gonna feel like his sacrifice wasn't worth it at all, which is gonna make her feel even worse about herself. Yep, she's reenacting the sacrifice. She is purposefully reliving her trauma, which is a thing trauma victims do a lot. They like purposely try to find ways to relive their trauma very commonly. But there are better ways to handle that. Much better. Yeah, exactly. So it was nothing that bad. Yeah, I don't know what they did. Definitely wasn't good. Definitely, at least, even minimal torture is pretty bad. Torture overall is pretty bad, but that doesn't seem to be where all of her trauma is coming from. I think your trauma comes from like the entire everything that happened. Like, where is Ares right now anyways? Like, it's like, oh, it's all Ares. He caused this. Like, yeah, wait. And where is he now? What happened to that guy? He turned on all of you. That's messed up. That's crazy. Oh yeah, he'd be like, you promised to help me. It's like, no, this'll. Oh. Yeah, see, I want the right one right now. I want the you'll fight this together, because, yeah, you can fight this together instead of literally as one arbitrarily subsumed person who doesn't know who they are. Nope.
It has to be better than doing the same thing over and over.
Break the cycle.
It could also be far worse.
Don't talk like that, Mother.
The cycle.
We can fight this.
I'm so very tired, my loves, but I will. I'll try. Now then, Grace, you needed my help. No doubt regarding Calliope's death. Have you any suspicions as to who might be responsible?
I have theories, but I'm not going to go with Pan because I really don't think
Not really, no. You're the first person I've asked. I'm told you know everyone.
Everyone. Now that's an exaggeration.
You do know everyone, Mother. You're always in their business.
That didn't sound entirely like a compliment, my love. Besides, I'm not the only one who's always in everyone's business, am I?
You're thinking of Medusa, aren't you?
Who's that? Okay, why?
Okay, I'll bite. Why would this Medusa be involved? And why isn't she a suspect?
Mother has always distrusted Medusa.
She works for Athena as a watcher. She's everywhere, lurking in the shadows. If you look anywhere, Grace, start with her.
Come now, Mother. It's time you rested. It's been a long night.
I had a lot of questions a second ago.
If I
Don't
don't, I
clarify which
suppose
one.
you'll both gang up on me again. Very well.
Sounds like even you High Priestess.
So,
I need to
did they
save
have
and
anything
quit for the
helpful?
night, but
Maybe? What do you know about Medusa?
Medusa? That's a rather dark name to unearth. Are you thinking of seeking her out?
I mean, she was kind of a non-character beforehand too. Like, yeah, she's like she was purposefully made to be exactly the kind of person who literally cannot say no to something a goddess wants. Like, what's a person like her doing in a place like this? She was starstruck. She was amazed. Like, she can't say no to that. Like I said, power dynamic completely messed, completely wrecked.
I am. Do you know where she is?
Not really, no. Medusa makes it her business to stay out of sight. Athena employs her as a spy master, a hound to do her bidding, a vicious hound at that. Athena's not likely to tell either of us where to find Medusa. I can't say for certain who would know. Are you all right, Grace? You seem troubled.
I'm definitely not going to say I'm fine.
What Aphrodite went through, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the life of an immortal. It never ends.
Wow. Way to really sell it, Apollo.
I mean, I'm here for it.
How are things with Persephone? Is she helping as much as you thought?
I like
yeah,
her.
I kind of like her. Way more than I thought I would. Why?
All I mean to ask is, has she said anything?
About...
Wait, the two of you?
No. Never mind. It's none of my business.
Yeah, the two of them were
Please
a thing.
forget I asked.
I
Give
mean,
my
I'm sure
regards
they've
to
all
Persephone
tried being a
when you see
thing
her.
with all of them. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't like totally ditch me forever. I mean, I figured he wouldn't. He honestly seems like he needs Calliope too much. to
Apollo.
do that.
Always so dramatic. And well done, by the way. You may be the very first person ever to talk sense into Aphrodite.
Yes, I did the right thing.
Why didn't you tell me what it was really all
Wait,
about?
hold on. We changed scenes. Okay. We changed scenes. Even if I have to start over this moment, I went to a different location. I didn't went to a different place. Like, I can literally see, yeah, it's starting right here. This loading screen here. We're going to start at this part again. That's where we're going to start at the beginning next time. It is, I stayed here for an hour. I said, half an hour more. Here I am 1 hour later. I'm not going to get sucked into another scene, even though I want to. That's for next week. We got to save some for next time. We can't just binge it all, even though that would be delightful. All right. Where's my, there we go. Okay. Yes, we are here. Thank you. Thank you so much for, thank you. Oh, right. Is there confetti on? Oh, it's on a different, that's why. It's on a different thing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This has been a very stretchy and wonderful, amazing start to this game. And whoa, it's completely different than the kind of game I thought it was. Like, I mean, I honestly had no real idea what to expect, but like, it's still totally different. I'm so into it. I'm really looking forward to next week. This is going to be awesome. I will see, hopefully I'll be seeing all y'all again next Thursday. And if not, don't worry. If you miss something, everything will be uploaded onto the YouTubes, the YubTubs, just in case. Because, like, you never know if, like, yeah, you miss a couple things. Like, yeah, you miss a lot if you miss a couple things here. So, obviously, YouTube is the way to go. Or, of course, also, you can check it on the Twitch, too. Both things work. So, yes, right. I gotta go to bed, but I gotta also like go have like a think about everything later. And yeah, same as usual, Horizon on Tuesday. And back to this. We continue until I guess we see how long this game is. Honestly, I'm really hoping it's a good clip. We shall see. We shall see. Good night, everyone.